first program up and running, it's important for me to introduce you to a big concept in programming, which is called variables. Variables are where you put any piece of data that you want to use later. So for example, I'm going to delete this line here, and I'm going to create two new variables. My first one is going to be called big number. Notice that right now it's yellow, and it says big number is not defined. Do you mean something else? Well, big number is a variable, but it doesn't have a value yet, so I'm going to say it equals 200. And now that will go away because big number is defined and it's a variable. Small number equals 3. And notice that I have the underline mark between the two words. You can't have spaces between words in a variable name. So sometimes computer programmers like to use things like this. Big number equals 200 and small number equals 3. You can do that. I prefer the use of this underline, but it's a stylistic choice. You get to decide. But these are my variables, and now I can use these variables. So watch what I can do here. I can say print, and I'm going to go back to my print command, but instead of putting a string between quotes in my print command, I'm going to just say print big number. Let's go ahead and run it and see what happens. And we get 200. Let's see what happens if we say print small number. And let's go ahead and run that. We get 200, then we get 3. And I can even combine them. I can say print big number plus small number. And it will go ahead and add these two things together. And we should get 203. And other things you can do with the print command are you can say print the big number is, comma, and notice that this comma is outside of the quotations. Print the small number is small number. So what's going on with this comma is that the print command is accepting multiple things. So it's accepting the string and it's accepting the variable here. So if I go ahead and run this, it says the big number is 200 and the small number is 3. But you know, I'm a language arts teacher, so I don't like the fact that these sentences don't end with periods. So I'm going to say the big number is big number, and then I'm going to put a period. The small number is, and put a period. And now I'm going to run it again. And it has this weird space in there, but don't worry about that. It puts a space between the different things, and there is a way to get rid of that space, but we'll deal with that later. So this works pretty much exactly the way I want it to work. And go ahead and recreate this program here. And you've learned how to create variables, how to assign a value to the variables, and then how to print the variables using the print command.